out. Other myths for little kids, what you bitching about? Pockets when they jingling, money stay mingling. I'm just getting started, yeah, I'm trying to get the swing of things. You love the green, but you hate the red. It's like you love the sex, but you hate the head. There's no difference, I finish all your dinners. That mean I'm taking your place, it's no mistake that you are beginners. You miss me, rinse and repeat, it's Rich TV. You miss me, I'm the one, Jet Li. It's time that we get popping out. I ain't never stopping now. You would think I'm floating in the open way I cop a cloud. You should even shop around. You should buy a pair of boots. Hated is my stomping ground. This is how the market goes. It's round and round we go. Where it stops, we just don't know. Don't panic, don't panic. Why you spend up all your dough? Just sit back and watch the show. Pray that you'll just strike some gold. Don't panic, don't panic. Market makers are heartbreakers and soft stages. Bring the heat with Kenny just like it's Las Vegas. You hard haters are all fakers. I mob like, don't call you on another song. I don't pause, baby. I don't panic, I just mix it up like Chaka Khan. You stay tripping on his eyes like a soccer mom. And when it's on, I transform like Decepticon. I can tell your whole future looking at the devil's palm. You're too weak, bro, cause you looking at a 52-week low. These are opportunities to seize, yo. No peace, though. I don't cheat. I just move when I cruise to the G code. Put the limit in. Stop it if you have to. This is mathematics for addicts to latch to. Rich TV Live, he a swell guy. He'll teach you how to buy low and to sell high. Yeah, I get money cause it's all sweet. You looking at the real wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, I get money cause it's all sweet. You looking at the real wolf of Wall Street. This is how the market goes. It's round and round we go. Where it stops, we just don't know. Don't panic, don't panic. Why you spend up all your dough? Just sit back and watch the show. Pray that you'll just strike some gold. Don't panic, don't panic.
Something has to be done about this. Mr. Attorney, this is what I paid for. What can I do? Litigation it is. Get the wheels in motion. Quickly! ASAP! Quick!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your pilot speaking, Rich from Rich TV Live, and thank you for coming on this journey with us today. And I've been saying it for quite some time that we need to diversify because the cannabis sector is under attack. Shorts have they're a one-trick pony, and all they know how to do is take stocks down, and that's what they're going to continue to do. And you know, if you listen to me and you've diversified, you've done quite well. If you haven't and you continuously are just dumping your money in cannabis stocks, that's like consistently going back to an abusive relationship. Let's be honest, 2019, all we were was abused as cannabis investors. If you're going to go into 2020 and do the exact same thing that made you so unhappy in 2019 in this abusive relationship, why the hell are you going to go and put your money into the cannabis sector in 2020? I've been trying to tell this to everybody, but nobody wants to listen. So whatever, man. Everyone has to learn the hard way, I guess. I'm not surprised cannabis stocks are still down. I've been trying to explain why they're down, and it's because the shorts are taking them down. Now, I'm going to tell you why Aphria is down today, and it's very clear to me. It's extremely obvious to me. Do you guys realize why Aphria is down? But before I tell you why Aphria is down, because it's very obvious, and it's going to go down first, and then it's going to explode up. But do you guys know why Aphria is down today? Before I tell you, I want to see if you guys know. Do you guys know why Aphria is done today? But before... Sorry, not done, down. Before I go and I tell you guys and spoon feed you all the information, we need to get more likes. I ain't doing it until we get more likes. It ain't gonna happen. I don't really care. 13 likes, 29 people here. That's not good enough. Sorry, not for this type of analysis. You can get analysis in many places, but I'm actually gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen here because I've already seen this before. I know exactly what's gonna happen here. And I'm telling you right now, Aphria is a buy. Aphria is a screaming buy. Screaming buy. Like a baby hungry type screaming. Or is that crying? And by the way, baby is up today. One of my picks from yesterday. That's up big in 2 days. Just what we do, right? It's just what we do. Okay, now I'm impressed. 27 likes out of 31 people. Guys, give yourselves a round of applause. Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly why Aphria is down. Aphria right now in Canada is trading at, I'm going to tell you exactly where they're going to go because I've seen this play out many times. Aphria is trading at $7.26. Now, if you read the news, they just raised $100 million, strengthening their balance sheet. Now they have $600 million in the bank. Bye. But there's one key reason why the stock went down, because they issued 14,044,944 shares, otherwise known as units, at a price of $7.12. Where's the stock at right now in Canada? It is at $7.28. So why is it going down? It's down 3.96%. Why? Because they raised money at $7.12. They raised money lower than the market price. So the market is naturally going to take the stock down because they consider this dilution. But in my opinion, this is an amazing investment, which is strengthening Aphria's balance sheet, putting them in a position where they have $600 million. It's going to go down, and then it's going to explode back up. That's what it's going to do. Mark my words, Aphria is a screaming buy. Do not get intimidated. Do not be afraid. Do not get scared of this price drop. This is a buying opportunity. Aphria now has $600 million in the balance sheet. Aphria is one of the biggest and one of the best global cannabis companies in the world. And by them getting a $100 million investment in an environment where nobody's getting money, that proves it. However, one thing I've learned in the cannabis sector is that everything is delayed. And I told you guys this week when Aphria initially put out some huge news and the stock didn't move. And I said, watch, it'll be a sneak attack. And the very next day, the stock blew up. Now they announced another $100 million. The stock is going to have $600 million in the bank. They're approaching $1 billion in the bank. If you're not winning, you're probably not watching, because I'm not just here giving you the news. I'm analyzing this for you so you understand exactly what's going to happen here. I'm telling you what's going to happen. Word for word what's going to happen, because I've seen this unfold over and over and over again. These guys are not having issues with debt from creditors. These guys are not in the same position that Aurora Cannabis is in. Aphria is behind Chronos Group and Canopy Growth. They are now in third with the most money in the bank. Aphria is a buy. They are a screaming buy. And this opportunity, when it goes down, is just a screaming buy. This is a screaming buy. I will not be surprised to see Aphria very, very soon run to $10 in Canada. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. I woke up this morning to this big news from Aphria. Not surprised it's going down because they raised $100 million from an anonymous institutional investor, which is kind of interesting. And the reason why the stock is going down is they raised the money at a lower price than the market. So naturally, the market is going to go to that price. Might even go a little bit lower, might go a little bit higher than that price before it explodes once everybody analyzes and digests this information and realize, hey, Aphria did the best thing they could do. They just raised $100 million at $7. What's wrong with that? Alex Castillo says, Aphria is a beast, but however, I say wait a bit. 14 million shares at 712 might drop the price a bit. I say 712 is a good buy and less better. Yeah, I say the lowest you can get it, the better. But the reality is this is going way higher, guys. These guys have 600 million in the bank. They're one of the largest producers in the world. And the reality is they're doing more sales right now than most LPs in the world, more quarterly sales than almost anybody. So $100 million more in the bank, $600 million in the bank now. The only reason why they're down is because they raised money at lower than the market price. So naturally, the market is going to want to go down on the fact that they priced this in lower than the market price. If the stock goes back down to 712, which I don't think it will, but if it does, that's a screaming buy. Screaming buy, as far as I'm concerned. I think Aphria is one of the best cannabis companies in the world. And I think that this proves it. If they weren't, they wouldn't be getting $100 million. Like, let's be honest. Fuad says offering at lower price for 100 million at 7. Okay, I was looking for the amount of shares sold. It was 14 million shares at a price of $7.12. And Aphria right now is at $7.26 in Canada, down 4.22%. So it looks as though they want to move down to that offering price, which is just a buying opportunity as far as I'm concerned. Alex Castillo says, agree, Rich, way higher. And when they get a deal like Canopy or Kronos, they go to 2030. I agree 100%. I think Aphria is really making strides. And I think this is huge news, despite the fact the stock's down. I've been telling everybody to diversify. The cannabis sector is the sector to get out of. I've been trying to say it and nobody wants to listen. And the cannabis sector just keeps getting beat up because the shorters are living in the sector. They're not going to allow these stocks to go up unless the sector and institutional investors put this sector in a bull market where the shorters get their faces ripped off. We are not going to see the cannabis sector jump the way we anticipate because they're right now the target of the shorts. There's no doubt about it. Amanda in Indonesia says, well, was going to bed, then saw this happened. Did you buy Aphria, Amanda? Because in my opinion, Aphria is one of the best buys in the cannabis sector. This is, they just got $100 million, guys. They just got $100 million. Who else is getting $100 million? Anyone? Anyone? Has anyone else recently got $100 million? Why would an institutional investor give Aphria $100 million at what? 7% lower than the market price? Why would they do it? 5%, 6%, 7% lower than the market price? Why would they do it? Why? Because they believe in Aphria. They know that Aphria is going to go way up. They know Aphria is going to go higher. That's why they're doing it. Yeah, so Aphria right now is at 718, so they're moving towards that 712 price. And if they hit that 712 price, in my opinion, that's a screaming buy. Kira got 100 million. So that's what I mean. Like, there's only a handful of companies, and Kira's another beast. So there's only a handful of companies getting this type of money. So when a company gets $100 million, yeah, it might go down initially because people are going to scream dilution, especially the shorters. They're going to scream dilution, dilution. And then the shorters are going to get out because they know exactly what's going to happen. Aphria is going to explode. So yeah, they'll short it today for their quick 5%, whatever. Take your 5%. But as an investor, this is a buying opportunity. I wouldn't be touching 99% of cannabis stocks, but Aphria, that's a beauty. Let's be honest. Aphria is an absolute beauty at these prices. Max says Wi-Fi is bouncing nicely today. I'm not surprised. Wi-Fi is a 5G stock, which I brought to you guys first. Jason Garza says, maybe my horse will become a flagship that pulls up the sector. Is Aphria your horse, Jason? Amanda says, I sell big profits, but I buy back on the dips over 3 years of collecting Aphria. Hey, great work, Amanda. Amazing. Alex Castillo says, I am buying back a small position on Aphria today. Never sold my big position. Well, if you do get in the profit, if you do get in the green, definitely think about selling. Amanda in Indonesia says, Rich, you remember I was buying Aphria when shorts were messing with them over a year ago? Oh, haven't stopped believing in them. Never going to happen. Well, they're much better today than they were a year ago. That's for sure. I think Aphria is really moving in the right direction. Ramdad says TrueLeave makes $100 million in profit in 3 quarters. Yeah, I like TrueLeave. That's why they're one of my top picks. Pete Ferraro says sold Vivo, made $3,800. Good work, Pete. I think Aphria is a buy all day long. In my opinion, these prices are a gift, and I don't see any reason. I'm going to read you guys the news, and you guys tell me what you think. This news from Leamington, Ontario. Aphria on the TSX under the symbol APHA, on the New York Stock Exchange under the same symbol APHA, today announced it has entered into an agreement to accept a strategic investment from an institutional investor, otherwise known as the significant investor. Remember, this is an institutional investor, pursuant to which significant investor has agreed to purchase 14,044,944 units of the company at a price of $7.12 per unit for aggregate gross proceeds of the company of $100 million and a dollar. 100,000,001. 100 million and $1. Each unit is comprised of 1 common share of Aphria and 1/2 of 1 common share purchase warrant of Aphria. Each warrant will entitle the significant investor to acquire 1 common share at a price of $9.26 for a period of 24 months from the closing date of the offering. Do you see what they're doing there? So the significant investor can acquire 1 common share at a price of $9.26, which is what? 25% higher than today's price? And they have 24 months to be able to purchase that common share at that price. So they're anticipating over the next 24 months, Aphria going way higher. If Aphria is at $20 and they purchase that share at $9.26, they're going to make a killing. This is why these guys do this. I need you to understand. This is going to go higher. Remember where you heard it first, okay? Forget about all the other talking heads that don't know shit. If you want to really win, you got to win with Rich, man, because we understand this game, and I know exactly what's happening here, and it's becoming very obvious. The company intends to use the net proceeds from the offering to finance international expansion. Key words there. They are going to finance international expansion, which is going to be more revenue and more profitability, working capital, and general corporate purposes. The units and the securities comprising the units are being offered pursuant to a shelf registration statement, including a prospectus, previously filed with and declared effective by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on November 26, 2019, and in Canada will be offered and sold in Ontario only by way of a prospectus supplement to be filed in each of the provinces and territories in Canada. The offering is expected to close on or about January 31st, 2020. So we still have a few days. We got about a week to the day when this actually gets closed, and is subject to certain conditions, including but not limited to the receipt of all necessary approvals, including the approval of the Toronto Stock Exchange and the New York Stock Exchange. Given the strength of our leadership team, the continued execution of our strategic plan, and the robust opportunities we have for growth in the global cannabis industry, we were able to secure the additional capital from a single investor, a significant endorsement of Aphria in these market conditions, which are terrible market conditions. I mean, we got companies like Zenabis raising money at 15 cents. And then you got companies like Aphria raising money at $7. That's how you do it. You got companies like IIPR raising money at $80. That's how you do it. You don't raise money at 15 cents like some pathetic loser. Pathetic loser companies do that. Companies that have no clue what they're doing do that. Companies that are real businesses raise money when there's actually value. There's value here, folks. You need to really look inside this. We expect this strategic investment to strengthen our balance sheet. Of course, $600 million is better than $500 million. And propel Aphria forward as we continue to differentiate ourselves in the industry. Now let's read their corporate updates. Product availability. The company is pleased to provide an update on product availability. Patients are now able to purchase Aphria's THC Walker strain in a portable vaporizer concentrate. Additionally, Aphria's adult use brands Soleil and Riff vapes have been received by customers in all provinces where they are legally permissible. Good manufacturing practices. Earlier this week, the company announced receipt of 2 European Union Good Manufacturing Practices EU GMP certificates. This is huge, by the way, for its Aphria 1 and ARA Avanti RX analytics facilities. The certifications provide the company with the ability to be a worldwide supplier of medical cannabis. So big. Subsequently, the company's Jamaican subsidiary, Marigold Projects Jamaica Limited, received a Good Manufacturing Practices certificate from Jamaica's Ministry of Health and Wellness for manufacturing of cannabis extracts, active pharmaceutical ingredients, including CBD and THC oils. Plant Positivity. The company's social purpose platform, Plant Positivity, was embraced by Toronto commuters looking for a brief reprieve from the gloomy winter weather. During the week of January 20th, 2020, the public was invited to experience the Plant Positivity Winter Garden at Toronto's Union Station to explore the benefits of plants. By all accounts, the 30-foot pop-up winter garden tunnel was successful in creating a public dialogue around the different ways in which plants can impact our well-being physically, emotionally, and socially. Aphria, we have a good thing growing. Aphria Inc. is a leading global cannabis company driven by an unrelenting commitment to our people, the planet, product quality, and innovation. Headquartered in Leamington, Ontario, the greenhouse capital of Canada, Aphria Inc. has been setting the standard for the low-cost production of high-quality cannabis at scale. Grown in the most natural conditions possible, focusing on untapped opportunities, and backed by the latest technologies, Aphria Inc. is committed to bringing breakthrough innovation to the global cannabis market. The company's portfolio of brands is grounded in expertly researched consumer insights designed to meet the needs of every consumer segment, rooted in our founders' multi-general expertise in commercial agriculture. Aphria Inc. drives sustainable long-term shareholder value through a diversified approach to innovation, strategic partnership, and global expansion. To me, that's great news. Any way you slice it, this is huge news, guys. This is huge news. Aphria is going to go way higher. So Aphria now is at 716, falling on this amazing news that they just got $100 million at $7.12. And isn't it funny that they're going right to that $7.12? Isn't that funny? Didn't I just say that? Oh, man. This is great news for Aphria. But the thing is, the market is going to look at it as dilution, especially the shorters, because that's what they do. And the market today is down, so stock's going to go down naturally. Whoa. What's going on with these messages? Hey, degenerates, it's time for you guys to go. Degenerates need to go. Guys, if you guys are moderators, that's your job. If you see someone, hey, Josh, I'm going to make you a moderator, brother. Josh is a moderator now. If you see someone talking nonsense, just get rid of them. We don't need that here. These people are degenerates. We call them trolls. No, don't hide them. Get rid of them. They're degenerates, completely degenerates that have no lives and no value. No value, zero value, pathetic. So congratulations to everyone who is taking advantage of this move, because despite the fact Aphria is actually going down, in my opinion, Aphria is a screaming buy. Aphria is a screaming buy. And as far as I'm concerned, this is a huge buying opportunity for Aphria. Huge. Aphria now, as of December 31st, has $600 million in the bank. The only other two companies that have more are Canopy Growth and Kronos Group. Aphria is now third in the entire sector, maybe behind Scott's Miracle-Gro. I guess they're first. But other than Scott's Miracle-Gro, Canopy Growth, and Kronos Group, Aphria, I guess now is fourth as far as money in the bank in the cannabis sector. Oh, here he is again. The Degeneration Nation. Here you go, buddy, with your message. You need to go, man. You need to go and you need to get a life. Okay? You need to definitely get a life. I'm going to report you now. I hope you have a good life, man. Just not here. Okay? Because you clearly have problems. So I'm going to have to let you go now, Degeneration Nation. And there's plenty of other YouTubers you can go and watch. You can join their stream and you can put your messages there. I'm sure that they will love them. But for us here, we want to focus on quality content. Yeah, just report them, flag them, remove them. Anybody who's going to come here and they're not going to add value, they have to go. They have to go because they're just degenerates. And only a child has time to go around and troll YouTube channels. You got to be the most pathetic human being on the planet to do stuff like that. Like, it's a Friday. Go get a life. Go to the beach, grab some cannabis, do something. Oh, back again. Back again. Oh my goodness. How many accounts do you have? Trying really hard, eh? You're trying really hard. I can see that. I can see you're trying really hard. My goodness. I can see you're trying really, really hard. Wow. Degeneration Nation, man. Holy smokes. It's okay, though. You're not going to go very far here with your messages. But it definitely shows a lot about you, though. It definitely shows a lot about you. I love Apple, man. I love Apple. You guys know Apple's one of my top 10 picks. Would I buy into earnings? Whose earnings, Pete? Matt says baby spiked again at 70 cents today, around the same time it did yesterday. It spiked around 12 a.m. also. AJB says, love you channel, Rich. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys. I just think that Aphria is a buy, and I don't get concerned about the noise. I'm focused on the details. The devil is in the details. And as far as I'm concerned, Aphria is a screaming buy. Wow, this guy has a lot of accounts, eh? This guy has a lot of accounts, eh? How many accounts you got, man? How many accounts you got? You got a lot of accounts, eh? You spent a whole week building accounts just to come in here and put these messages out? What a loser. Would I buy into Apple earnings? Yeah. I'll buy Apple all day long, man. I've been telling you guys about Apple all year. So yeah, I would be buying Apple earnings because Apple's earnings are going to be huge. Why not? Can't go wrong buying Apple, guys. An analyst gave them a $400 price target today. That's nuts. That's crazy. Apple is just a giant, man. Just a giant. Look at them, $322. Why the hell wouldn't you want to buy this? Now, Tesla, on the other hand, they're having a nice dip today. They're all the way back down to $513. Is that right? That can't be right. That's not right. Hold on. That's the wrong Tesla. Sorry, Tesla is at $565. So they are down 1% today. Gold has been shooting, just shooting. I'm getting alerts from my members from our trading academy. They're making a killing on gold today. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is a screaming buy for Aphria. I think Aphria goes way higher. And I think Aphria is one of the best cannabis companies in the world. And when they get $100 million from institutional investor, that is a great indication of where those institutional investors think the company's going to go, which is up. And I agree. I think Apple goes up. I think Aphria goes up. And yeah, Aphria is down today, which in my opinion is an amazing buying opportunity. If you buy the dip today, you'll probably be able to sell next week. Let's just put it like that. That's how quickly I think you can turn it around. Because once the market digests this information and recognizes that Aphria is now in Canada only behind Canopy Growth and Kronos Group as far as money in the bank, stock's going to skyrocket. It's pretty obvious. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. There's really not much to say. I think I said it all. I think Aphria goes higher. Yeah, it's low right now. The shorters are feasting on the cannabis sector. This is why I've been telling you guys to diversify. The cannabis sector is under attack. They're feasting on the cannabis sector. Yeah, Aurora, Aphria. Anything negative that they could talk about, they're going to talk about. Oh my goodness, Aphria just diluted 14 million shares at $7.12. Short it. Let's get our 5%. It's just a buying opportunity for us, guys. It's nothing more. It's nothing less. It's a buying opportunity. I won't touch 99% of cannabis companies, but Aphria is one that I would. So I don't think there's any reason to panic. In my opinion, I'm putting Aphria right now on a full alert. I know it sounds crazy because they're down, but I think this is a buying opportunity. I really, really do. I want you to remember this video. And when Aphria goes higher, I just want you to remember who told you it would. Because we love to be able to bring you winners before they explode. And I'm telling you, Aphria is going to go way higher. So I'm putting Aphria on a full alert. Not because they're up, but because it's a buy. At these prices, it's a buy. Remember, we heard it first.
Only one movie is roaring into the new year. The Gentleman is a triumphant return to the King's comedy.
Cryptocurrencies, cannabis stocks.
I'm putting Aphria on a full alert, folks.
Interviews brought to you by Rich TV Live.
Invest in the best. Aphria is one of the best, one of the biggest, and one of the best.
Yo, kid. Rich TV Live. You know it's a full alert, baby.
It's Bugatti Beats.
Yeah. Full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Yeah. I told y'all motherfuckers about Aurora and how it's gonna blow up. And Kira did the same and made you throw up. I was talking about Kush bottles, KSHB. I was talking about I ain't this and what they gon' be. It was BVO. We gave you all the answers. TRST shit, you know it's cancerous. Don't forget about Aphria. We brought you into harvest. But why you still hate on the kid? Why? That shit is fucking just the 52 we knows. That's just how it goes. Rich TV is here. We about to make some dough. Yeah, right on everything in January. Shit is popping out. Rolling up some good in the backwood and we puffing clouds. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Yeah, full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Yeah, full alert is full alert. Let me take you to the future with ACB on top and Aphria right next to that shit in the second slot. I'm like Jordan in his prime, shooting with Pippen, making money all the time, fucking with some man. Kush bottles ain't going nowhere. You know it's gaining hype, and if you ain't watching, you ain't winning. It's time to say goodnight. Tina with the fever, that shit diva with the heater. You can leave that shit with Beaver. I don't fuck with non-believers. I got fire in my pocket, take my way up to Supreme. If you bet on this company, you gon' make some cream. XLY, I got lots of that. It's about to pop in fact. I ain't gotta stop the rap to tell you that you copping that.
Vivo.
I buy that in my Speedo with eyes closed, eating a burrito or eating on some fucking Cheetos. Yeah, you know you buy that shit. It's a new strike on these haters and the missile get you hit. Yeah, bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Yeah, full alert is full alert. Yo, full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Yo, full alert is full alert. Rich TV
Have a nice weekend. I'm out. Peace.